So, Apple Arcade. It's not a terrible service, I think. It's no Game Pass. It's not even PS Plus Premium, but it's got some decent games on it for like, I don't know, $7 on top of my Apple Music plan. It's worth it. But it's got a dark side. Loud House Out of Control. Or more specifically, games exclusive to the service getting delisted and then never getting re-released outside the service. There's a couple higher profile ones like Tetris Beat and Chuchugaki Universe that would probably be better to make videos on that people would actually want to watch, but Loud House Out of Control. Yeah. So let me get this out of the way. It's not that bad a game. It's basically just flight control, and flight control is fun, and so is this. Yeah, the voice acting, when there is voice acting, is usually not the entire line of dialogue for some reason. It's weird. It's usually just the most important part of that line. Really weird.
If we collide, we need to restart the level. Avoid collisions at all costs. Let's practice!
Keep an eye on the combo multiplier. Avoid collisions and get us to the goal before the timer runs out.
But it's flight control with the Loud House, and it's actually pretty fun. If you're wondering how I'm playing this game despite the fact it's been completely erased, by the way. Buddy, if you get mad at piracy, look away now. The game does have a good amount of the show's vibes, which I appreciate as someone who actually doesn't hate the show. Usually when I play a licensed kids game like this, it's either because I explicitly want to play a bad game, or because I like the show it's based on and I'm curious if the game is good or bad, if it keeps the vibes of the show well or not, you know, that kind of thing. I think this game works, which is a lot more than I expected going in for basically a delisted modern mobile game based on a cartoon that airs on Nickelodeon and has basically become one of their cash cows. But this video isn't about the Loud House game. This is about games exclusive to a subscription platform getting delisted, never to be seen again. There's plenty of Apple Arcade games that have been completely and totally wiped from existence. There's a list on the Apple Arcade subreddit which, interestingly, doesn't include the Loud House game. Whoops. But titles getting delisted has always been a major problem with digital games, and it's becoming a major problem with movies and TV, too. You'll own nothing and be happy after all, and if the big company, whichever one it is, has the ability to take away something you bought, especially if you didn't even actually pay for it directly, they probably will take it away. Hence why there's so many Apple Arcade games that are not on the service anymore and don't officially exist. It's easy to blame Apple here, but I wouldn't blame anyone for doing so, but I don't personally. Yes, they did decide not to renew the contract on these games, and yeah, they're not available anymore, but they didn't block any of these publishers from re-releasing the games on their own, on either the App Store or elsewhere, after the arcade deal was finished. There's plenty of Apple Arcade games that are on the App Store proper now, and plenty of them got ported to Switch. It's clearly possible. Apple clearly allows it. I'm not sure what their stance is on Android ports after the arcade deal finishes, but they're fine with Switch, apparently. It just sucks that a lot of these games just got abandoned because publishers don't care. And it goes deeper than the licensed kids game that I felt like showing off today, and that sucks.